Hey, welcome to Questions Just Asked. Glad you're with us. I also want to make note that we have two other broadcasts. One's on Mondays called Chaplain's Moment Doctor's Call. It's a short little devotional to start the week on Monday. And on Wednesday, we have the Sun City Bible Study, which is an intense Bible study. Right now, we're looking at characters of the Bible. We got done studying Exodus, so we decided to finish off the year. Our year ends end of May, and we take the summer off. Uh, so we're studying characters in the Bible. We just looked at Esther a couple of weeks ago, and we got a couple more to look at. So catch some of those if you can. So we're looking at questions Jesus asked that we need to answer today. And our next question comes from Matthew 9:28, where we read, "Do you believe I can do this?" It's interesting. This comes as Jesus as the writer of Matthew is telling us about three different healings that take place. The first one is that a ruler came and asked Jesus if he could come heal his daughter, who was very sick. And Jesus said, "Yeah, come on, let's go." So as they're traveling, a woman reaches up and touches the hem of his coat and is healed of bleeding. So that's her action. That touching that, she believed it could heal. So she believed. And then the next one was, so he goes out, and he says to the ruler, "Go away, the girl is not dead, but alive, asleep." And they laughed at him. They laughed at him. So after the crowd had been outside, he went in and took the girl by the hand and got her up. We're seeing a different cause here. Now, the ruler believes Jesus can heal him, but the people around, they didn't believe. So it's almost like as if we have a twofold thing here. And the next one is the one where this question comes from. It's the blind man. So it's not like we have a, a, a twofold. Do you believe I can heal, or do you not believe? And Jesus says, "Do you believe that I am able to do this," which was heal the blind man? And they replied, "Yes, Lord." They closed their eyes and said, "According to your faith, will be done to you." And immediately they gathered their sight. You know, I sometimes think in our modern world, with its medicine and prescriptions, we don't give enough credit to the healing nature of Jesus Christ. I've had a foot problem, plantar fasciitis, and when it comes, boy, it comes in a forest of pain. And I tried my normal remedies and it wasn't working. And I was thinking about going to the doctor, and I said, before I go to the doctor, I'm just going to pray about it. I'm going to give it to the Lord. So I said, "Lord, you know how bad this hurts. I'm limping. I give it to you." Receded and went away. You bet I did. But how many of us considering it to the Lord before we by giving it to the Lord before we seek prescription medications? Do we really believe the Lord can do this? I've been praying for this one lady who has kidney failure. And I'm reminded of the scripture that says that the boys were carrying their paralyzed friend to Jesus because they couldn't get in, so they dug a hole through the roof and lowered him down. And it was because of the faith, not of the paralyzed guy, faith of the brothers, of the friends that lowered him down, that he forgave him of his sins and healed him. So, Lord, I've been claiming that for my friend Paula, that she would be healed. Do I believe he can do this? Yes. The question is, will he? I don't know. That's up to him. It's up to him what he's good at his glory for. I can sure ask, can I? So do you believe that everything is possible with the Lord? Do I believe that he can touch somebody whose kidneys have been failing for 10 years? I believe he can. And the minute we stop believing that, we're in trouble. Then he's not the King of Kings and Lord of Lords that we think he is. So, your prayer life, do you pray confidently or do you pray meekly? Because he asks, do you believe I can do this? And this is what the man answered. Yes, you can. And their faith got him able to see. So give it to the Lord and wait for him. As David says in the Psalms, I love David. I love the Psalms now these days. I wait for you, Lord. I wait for your healing. Yes, Lord, we wait for you. So, hey, thanks for being with me this week. Next week, we're going to look at Matthew 12:29, where it says, how can anyone enter a strong man's house and take hold of his possessions unless he first ties up the strong man? A really interesting section of scripture. A lot more there to it than meets the eye. I'll see you next week.